Hello and welcome to the Al Jazeera News Hour. I'm Jane Dutton. This is Al Jazeera live from our news centres here in the Gulf. Live in Cape Town into Syria. These are the main stories. We're looking at some man now just pouring some water onto the tear gas, and so much of it is filtering through to our offices here, which are just above this scene. Extraordinary scene. We've seen a lot of the protesters surrounding that army vehicle, that police vehicle that was burnt yesterday, very symbolic of how the spree on the street was unfolding. The air is thick with the smell of smoke mixed with that of tear gas, which has been fired indiscriminately throughout the day. It's really hard to breathe. It sticks on your skin and makes your eyes water. A lot of people have been giving me bits and pieces like this. They say that live fire has been used on PPC. A lot of people walking around bleeding from their eyes, bleeding from the back of their head. And one gentleman showed us a tear gas canister which said made in the US. And they asked us, how come the US is supporting people who are doing this to us? This is a security checkpoint in downtown Cairo. Soldiers are stationed here at all major intersections. They're stopping and searching cars and diverting traffic. We're also seeing a large presence of tanks on the street in strategic positions. Well, it's just gone 3 in the morning in Chile, where there are scenes of tears and elation and victory. It's been quite a phenomenal morning as teams work to rescue the miners who've been trapped underground for 69 days. This is what pilots are so afraid of, the billowing black ash rising literally thousands of meters into the sky. The sheer power of the eruption shows no sign of weakening. You don't want to get that ash into the engines. That's a problem. Thank you, Stephen. US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton says she will meet with Libyan opposition groups here in the US, and when she travels to Egypt and Tunisia next week. The West Bank is not the issue here. It's Gaza that has been devastated by the war. It's Gaza that has been devastated by the siege. Today in Parliament, she said South Africans could save electricity by going to sleep earlier and boiling less water. She said if you go to sleep earlier so that you can grow and be cleverer, boil less water, use the microwave rather than the stove, take a shower and not a shallow bath. Is that the way forward?
You know, you don't trivialise the issue. That was
I'm not trivialising the issue. This is what she said. This is her suggestion.
That was a light-hearted comment, madam.
Justice Goldstone, a very big welcome to Inside Story. How is it possible to conduct a fair investigation if you cannot go into Israel and Israel doesn't cooperate? What is the point?
I think there's every point.
This regeneration is taking place throughout the city. Today, 16 years later, it is home of one of the biggest fan zones for the World Cup. So it shows you how far South Africa has come, but at what cost? We were expecting in the last half an hour for Jacob Zuma to come and see for himself how well the ANC is doing, but by all accounts he's decided to put on his party togs and head over to Johannesburg for premature celebration. Behind the scenes report in my election diary. You can find all that by logging on to our website at aljazeera.net/English.
What the latest picture is where you are.
But surely the counting is still underway. It's been going on for over 24 hours and it's going to go on a lot longer, for at least 3 weeks. Throw into this cultural mix all the different ethnic groups and you have over 40 different political parties all vying for power. Can you guarantee that this country is not going to slide back into civil war? Millions of workers have followed their dreams to the Arabian Gulf. But are those dreams a myth? Blood, sweat and tears on Al Jazeera. Mr. Barak, you're talking about this fence, this barrier. The Palestinians are saying by putting that up, you're being provocative.
No, that's not true.
This is CNN.
Do you think it should be a NATO or a US-led coalition?
Well, I don't think it's a NATO-led.
The master engineer, Neil Noble, has the secret to the heart of Doha's success. Nice to meet you. Very hot day, isn't it?
Nice to meet you, Jane. It certainly is.
What do you think is the trick to getting a city people-friendly?
Well, I think the secret is in the planning.
So we are in the centre of the heart of Doha site, and this entire area will be raised to make way for this incredible project.
Hello, I'm Jane Dutton, and welcome to Hotspots.
Reykjavik has undergone a radical change. Just 10 years ago, there were only about 20 restaurants. Now, there are over 200, which shows how fashionable the city's become.